guys, coming to you from behind the scenes to just give you a quick production note. Now, there's an episode up on the channel already today, so what I went ahead and did, this one got super long in the tooth, and I apologize for that. What I went ahead and did was split this into two separate episodes. What you're going to be seeing today is the deck building of a deck specifically geared to achieve the Mentor of the Meek title achievement. So that's all this episode is really getting in and delving into how we are going to overcome that challenge. And then tomorrow you're going to have the satisfaction of seeing how that all came to pass and what we did and how we did with it and what happened with getting that achievement and everything. So that'll be tomorrow, so stay tuned for that for sure. And if you don't like the deck building videos, I understand. There is another video for you today already posted or coming in the next couple hours or so that will be more your speed, even though it's a rant episode. You guys told me I could do rant episodes as long as I clearly labeled them. That is a rant episode, but there's some amazing Magic the Gathering to watch in that as well, so I highly recommend that. Thanks for watching, you guys, and I will see you all next time. Enjoy the app. Oh, I'm not prepared. I'm looking stuff up after the fact. I'm the worst. I'm the worst. I'm so bad at this. Game's loading. I can't do anything about the game loading. That's just how the world works. I knew it was you, man. You are killing it in my comments section lately. Killing it. Alright, okay, so we have got a suggestion. So I was talking to one of the subs in the comments section about, kind of achievement hunting and doing that kind of bullshit. Because if you look at my card from 2014... This is not true of the Steam version, but on every I have 100%ed every version of Magic on one platform or another, sometimes two, since they started coming out. So since I only bought this on Steam, obviously in the back of my mind the entire time that we've been looking at the player profile and fucking around with all this shit, I've been like, I'm going to get all the titles, I'm going to get all the achievements, I'm going to get all the personas, I'm going to do all that crap. So I was talking in the, you know what? Fine. We'll just do this. I'll set the controller down. I'll edit that noise out later. This is going to be so much editing. It sucks dick. I was talking in there about Final Boss and stuff. All of these they changed the picture for that, didn't they? Oh no, it also has like a title and achievement stuff. Okay. Explore nodes, stuff like that, Nemesis. Okay, so we were specifically talking about Mentor of the Meek, because I said that to me that sounded like the most cumbersome, pain in the ass thing on the game that I have left to do. Like, there's some other stuff that's going to be kind of garbagey. But the Mentor of the Meek thing sounded the craziest to me, because for one, they only give us basically one mentor or two mentors of the Meek, so we either have to splash black to tutor for it, but black doesn't play into mentor's ability. We have to have a shit ton of mana out there otherwise. So I was doing either a red-white for token gen version of this deck or a green-white version of this deck. And I'm talking to commenter, goddammit, now I lost it, Prometheus, though, because you are killing it in the comments section lately, man. You are not letting me down for a split second. Gotta set everything down very quietly in these episodes now, because I don't want to bother you guys. But he said to do this so that I can, kind of dig and find my 2/2. And I fucking love that idea. So there's a lot of bullshit that we're going to have in this pile, and it's going to be some fun bullshit, though, is what I'm saying. Because this guy will trigger it, which is great. These guys will trigger it. This asshole will trigger it. These guys obviously in. So it's like right now all I'm doing is I'm just throwing everything in that I can. And maybe Prometheus will enlighten us down in the comments what he plays specifically. He responded to a comment, but I'm not going to read that right now. That'd be so rude to you guys. And I'm not going to be rude. I was already on my phone for a second. I'm just going to put down all the shit that's fun and that generates tokens and stuff that we can draw cards off of. Because that's what we're going to try and be doing in this deck. Drawing some cards. I don't know if this guy makes it in. Maybe he does. He kind of fucks up our card draw abilities. But I'm just going through real quick, picking up shit and throwing it in the deck. And do I plan or cleanse in this? I don't know. I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to be doing. So, of course, the goal is to goddamn win, as well as getting the achievement. That's the goal of this thing. Vapor Snag's pretty good. I want to be able to pick stuff up of my own, too, though. So, I could just do, like, some Voyage's End, but I like the 1 mana because I just got to pay a life and do some garbage by picking stuff up and kind of recasting it. Because the other guy we're going to play, obviously, this sumbitch, where is he? Then he costs 4, is this dude. I mean, that's going to be the blue guy showing up to represent. We could also do some bident stuff. I'm not sure, actually. We do all sorts of garbage. Well, so the stuff that we need, though, the ingredients out of blue, obviously, is going to be Turland. He's going to be there all day. We don't have to focus on cancels. We're going to focus on card draw, so I'll put that in there. This costs a lot, but I'll put that in here. It's just giving us some options, too, that I actually really like. I don't think we need anything from Deep End Blue at all. Deep End Blue is fucking weak, you guys. Like, this thing's garbage. This thing's, I mean, he's not good. Your opponent has to be pretty bad for Royal Element to be good. It dies to, that's a lie. Dies to almost every form of removal in the format. For as long as you control Royal Elemental. So if you flash this out, it loses its bullshit, doesn't it? God, just no. It's not. Like Flicker Wisp. Is Flicker Wisp even in this game? But then you got like Daijin, which is not good. Counterlash is fun, but I mean, it's not. Strictly speaking, these cards are not great. And then this guy's not even a 5. This is fucking bullshit. I know he lets you scry too, but he's not even a 5/5. Jesus Christ. The Deep End of Blue, not great. Well, just look, I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's not imbalanced. But I was going to say just look at the rares to, you know, fucking commons. But maybe that's a normal trend. Oh, we also have, so we're white-blue. I don't like rock, though, so. I think that's probably everything we need. We could do switcheroos and crazy shit like that. We could do Arcamancers. I don't think there's going to be room in there. I'll throw these in for right now. Obviously, we're already going to be over our allotment of stuff. I don't really want to do that because it costs kind of a lot. Scroll Thief, no, I don't need that. We could put Quickling in and stuff like that, but I don't think we need that either. Gargomazoa, I mean, that's a thing that we could do. This is token gen like a mofo, so Chasm Skulker for sure, especially since we're focusing on the card draw. We'll put him in there. Quickling, like we could do. I don't think that'll make it. Fleeting Distortion, Void Snare's sorcery speed. So I'm not, I would rather just do the Vapor Snag and lose 1 life. I don't really care. I'm kind of a pressure pile, so I'm not sure. Some of these might be just completely wrong assumptions that I'm making here, and I don't really need anything else. So I think blue is done. Let's just look at white. I mean, Triplicate Spirits, because you can tap dudes down to make some dudes. That's kind of nice. I'm having a hard time giving a shit, though. 4, 5, 6 with Convoke, but they have to be white creatures to convoke it. I don't know that I give a shit about Triplicate Spirits. We'll leave that out for right now. We're just looking here. We're just doing things. We might be done with putting cards in here. We might just be doing our stuff now. Put 2 White Spirit. This is not the lifeline. I don't know if I want to deal with that one. Safe passage, rest. Staying troops. Why didn't they ever put banding in this game? Because that would be so fucking confusing. It would be hilarious. Reprisal is the removal that doesn't die to, by the way, that I was talking about earlier. Bullshit. God's Willing is pretty cool. Just regular church, scry 1. I don't really have room for that, though, do I? We'll pop it in. Who's it gonna hurt? Swift Justice? No. Righteous Blow. Okay. I mean, we got 52 cards. That's obviously not right. We're gonna land it up. It's just going to be placeholder lands because we don't actually know how many we need. I'll just do like confirm 12 and then like 10. Maybe we'll do like 22 in here because we curve out at 4. We'll probably end up doing 21. Confirm. That looks kind of okay to me actually, since do we have any? We have double whites pretty early on. You know, our double blues are kind of later game. But those are cards that we're not sure are even going to stay in. We only make 13 cuts, though, if we leave it like this. 26-26, that's not bad. We might lose some creatures here. I like Quickling in this deck, actually. It's flash, and it bounces. I think we'll keep Quickling in. I think that's okay. It costs a lot of mana to kind of generate those abilities with Mentor of the Meek. We're just trying to get this goddamn Mentor of the Meek. But see, the problem with this is that we have to do it 3 times in 1 turn, you guys. 3 times before we say turn. And that's the bitch of it. That's the problem that I'm having with it. So Wall of Omens, definitely in here. Card draw, 0-4, gels with the deck. Raise the Alarm, definitely in. God's Willing, ooh, a little sketchy. Cloud Shift's going to be in. I'm going to play with Cloud Shift just to see what happens. I like Cloud Shift. We'll see what happens on it. Bismarck, chilling, man. He's in there. Mentor, duh. Banisher Priest is pretty goddamn good. It kills tokens, and I mean, I don't know. We'll put him in here, too. Works. Attendant Knight works. Phantom Djinn, I don't know. Fuck that guy. Because he like, fucks their stuff up because now they're 3/3s. So, because it's a field effect. So, I don't love that. I mean, it makes some of our guys 2/2s, which is really powerful. But is that not what I'm trying to do? I'm not sure. If I'm losing because I'm not overwhelming my opponent, then we're going to frown. Otherwise, I think we're okay. Bidden. What's my number down here? Okay. Shit. I like that Bidden. Whenever a creature you control does common damage to a player, you may draw a card. Ooh, I really like that because I think it helps us a lot. Plus, this is a lot better than people give it credit for. Creatures your opponent control attack this turn. A Fable is a lot better than people give it credit for. I feel like a lot of people are just like, oh, that's not an ability I would like to use. It's kind of a, I don't want to segment it this way, but it's kind of like an advanced or higher tier ability that not everybody would feel comfortable with when you're first starting off the game. But it's definitely an ability that people need to be mindful of because it is powerful. In the right instances, if used correctly, it's a powerful ability. My nose is running really bad. I'm sorry. I hope you guys aren't hearing me sniffle a little bit here because I know that's annoying as shit. Also, pause. Sorry about that. I have my iPad in here, and sometimes it causes really strange feedback for no reason, because like no other device I have really causes that feedback, so I'm not exactly sure what's going on there. But now we're getting into 26 spells, and we do have to realize that 4 of them are dudes. That's still 22, so I might cut that down a little bit, which means God's Willing is going to be gone. 6 cuts. 23, 22, like that better. I like the 21 lands. I'm not exactly sure. We might screw around with that a little bit later. Inspiration's in. Bidden, still sketchy. Tolerance in. Gargomazoa might go out. Gargomazoa, actually, you know what I completely overlooked? It might not be in addition. We don't know, but I just want to look at it for a second and consider it and keep it in mind. Where is he? He's a 3-drop. Wall. Here we go. Coral Barrier. Talk to me, Coral Barrier. 1/1 blue squid. With Island Walk. Oh, dear, dear, dear. Gargomazoa takes no damage. Coral Barrier makes me a dude. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to make dudes. But if I'm like straight just token bullshit, then I want to put in the +1/+1 guy, because now I have way more 1/1s than I'll be generating 2/2s. It's insane to leave that guy out just for that. So I'll take this out. I'll add 3 of this guy. And you know what we'll do is we'll actually add that one guy back in here, the 4-drop +1/+1, because that's kind of a win con, considering I have so many of these guys here, and he's not really too much of a pain in the ass. And just like that, we're back up to 69. We are not doing well at cutting this deck down. Of Coral Barrier probably gels a lot better with this deck. Chasm Skulker all day, Think Twice all day. Quickly, I feel strongly that that'll be a good card. Vapor Snag I also enjoy because it's instant speed pickup. I just have to lose 1 life. There's not better pickup that I'm overlooking, right? Quickening, Fleeting, Tome Scour, Void Snare. No, because we're already at 2. So Void Snare, but it's sorcery speed. Voyage's End would be the only one because I get to scry. But it's expensive, but we can do it at end step. So I guess I'll put that in and cut out the Vapor Snag so that I can scry. It's a little bit more friendly with what we're trying to do because we got to try and find this goddamn Mentor of the Meek. We're making a lot of dudes. We're doing a lot of things. I like the Cloud Shifts because of Mentor of the Meek. I like, because we get 1 mana Cloud Shift, the Attended Knight. And then for 3 mana, we've triggered that, and as long as we have a couple mana left over, if we have 3 more mana, we can do the goddamn all-in-one turn with a Raise the Alarm. Cloud Shift's in. I like Cloud Shift. Plus, Wall of Omens, other stuff. I mean, you really only want to do it to freak the opponent out to get them to burn removal, but it's still really good. Why isn't Conjurer's Closet in this game? If they gave me a Conjurer's Closet, man, and an Acidic Slime, that's all I want all day. Conjurer's Closet, Acidic Slime, that's all I want. So now these kind of are fulfilling the same thing, except this guy's a 2/2 puncher. In the air, no less. But he's not a spell, but he is a Mentor of the Meek trigger. The cuts are getting really hard now. I think we're going to probably Quickle cut Quickling right out of this thing. I have a lot of 4-drops, so I can't really cut my mana down below 21. I don't think that would be advantageous at all. Quickly, my friend. I'm sorry. Voyage's End because I get to scry. I mean, a 2/2 body is nice. But scrying is better considering what I'm trying to do. Even though Quickling does trigger our Attended Knight, or Mentor of the Meek. Voyage's End does not. Maybe Voyage's End out. And Quickly in. Let's do that. Let's try that at least, and then maybe we will switch it up. Because we like our magic triggers because we have a friggin' Talrand. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like we're just sitting there with no spells ever. We don't have a ton, but we've got 4. That's 8. We've got 18, but is that accurate? I feel like, oh yeah, because there's 8 more right here. And plus Think Twice goes off multiple times. So yeah, the Quickly and in for that seems fine. 5 more cuts. Bidden, do you make it? Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you may draw a card. It's 4 mana. What else do I have in my 4 mana drop? I have Talrand, which I would very much like to get out. I have my WinCon, Phantom General. Does Bidden get me out of jams if I'm in them? I think in this particular deck, if Bidden is working, I've already overwhelmed my opponent, and I need to press advantage with something like a Talrand or something like a Phantom General if I'm at 4 mana. I don't want to cut Bidden out because I haven't got to play with it yet, and I really think this deck is where Bidden would shine. But I don't think we necessarily need it. What does this say my cut's at? 24-18, so we might cut down blue a little bit more. That we do have that double. We might change the lands up a little bit just from a cursory look. 9 and 12 seems pretty good because I do need to get to that white mana earlier so I can play my stuff like my Wall of Omens. And I have more doubles that are more important because Bismarck needs to get out there as well. 3 more cuts. This is tough. Phantom General's got to stay in now that I've cut my Bidden. Inspiration. I need to draw cards. I can't cut Inspiration. Chasm Skulker is going to stay in there because I have combat tricks from the card draw, and I absolutely love when that happens. We're kind of looking at Banisher Priest as getting out of this deck, to be honest with you. It's a 3-drop. It's a 2/2. I know it's removal. I have no other removal. I have no other options to remove anything in this deck, so I would really like to keep it, but I'm looking through here and I don't see a lot of choices unless I cut my Cloud Shift, and I think Cloud Shift's going to be a little bit trickier than a Banisher Priest, which is fairly easily removed. And with that decision, we've reached 60. Let's do a quick count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not even doing this right. That's 4, 7, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22 white, which is just barely, is that even, did I count this wrong like an idiot? No, that is right, because we cut out a lot of our doubles. We're going to change this up quite a bit. That's 3, that's 7. I usually don't count the flashback, but it's probably not a bad idea. So that's 11, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So it's pretty much an even split. We're definitely going to readjust this. I was wrong, and I apologize because we don't really have the change there. Someone contacted me on Steam. I will get back to you. I was actually in Colorado when I was talking to you about that, and I never got the chance to respond, but I will take a look at your deck, don't worry. What I was doing right there, and what I was doing right there was just taking a look at the mana curve and seeing how it works out, trying to figure out what we're doing on that. You know what, I'll do the same thing. We'll just set it up like that. I like this deck. I think it'll be okay. I want to win, and I want to get this Mentor of the Meek trophy, so that's what I'm going to try and do right now, or not trophy, whatever the fuck it is. That's what I'm going to try and do. What I was doing right there, just to quickly explain, was I was counting up all the mana symbols, and how I was counting it up was I was counting, like, this is 4 because it's 4 white. This guy right here is 2 because he's 2 white. And you just write that down. You can just write that down, and then you actually get a physical ratio. So you would just put however many, it was like 21 over 21, was it not? Something like that. So that's 50. So you just want this to be equal to that. But the deciding factor why I have 11 instead of just an equal split is because I want 21 lands, so I can't equal split it. And my double blue is less important slightly than my double white. My double white is actually not important at all when you think about it. But I need white in my opening hand so that I can start playing my Wall of Omens. So that's the other thing you have to look at. So when you're doing your mana, you want to look at that distribution. I think it was 21 and 21, if I'm not mistaken, which would be you put 21 over 21, and then to look at your lands, you want it to be like X over Y, or, you know, whatever you're doing. You want it to be equal to that. So that's pretty much what you want to look at when you're doing this. But when you're doing Magic the Gathering, it's a little bit different because you have a probability problem that's running as well, and you want to have a higher probability of getting your early drops out. So I want a higher probability of white than blue, which is where I put the extra land in there. It's really complicated, the actual math behind it. I mean, it's not too complicated to understand if you guys, you know, want to figure it out. It's pretty easy to figure out, but it's complicated to just explain. I really just need a screen, a whiteboard, and just fucking write bullshit on there. But we'll figure something out on that. Maybe do a more in-depth look at that. If you guys like the kind of deck building strategy tips for this, go ahead and let me know, and we will work on getting more of those out there to you. So there you have it, you guys. Like I said, this is going to be a two-parter, so I cut myself off here. To go ahead and tell you to tune in tomorrow to see how the Mentor of the Meek thing checked out, or stalk me on Steam to see if I have the achievement or not. I don't know. It's up to you. Be my Steam buddy. It's Technovolver. Check me out. We'll be friends. We'll play. We'll have a good time. Check out the Patreon if you want to. Check out the channel. There's lots and lots of cool stuff going on the channel for sure. Not just Magic the Gathering content that's going to be coming out very, very soon. That I'd be really flattered and just feel real good about myself if you guys checked out. But even if you don't, thanks for watching this episode. Like I said, you're going to find out what happened with this tomorrow. It's a cliffhanger, the same magic time. I shouldn't say that because they go up at all weird times. It's weird that when I was out of town, it was the most rigid. They were all up at exactly 10 a.m. and I felt really good about it. And now it's just like, oh no, 7 o'clock at night, fuck it. Anyway, you guys, thanks a lot for watching. I appreciate it, and I will see you all tomorrow.